y'all growing. You can't really tell me too much of nothing. I could put it up, I could let it down, but I don't really know how to do hair like that, so my styles be basic. But y'all see it, it's growing. I'm just kidding. Anyway, we are here back for day 56, and it's numbers 5 and 6, which I thought that was cute that it's 5 6 and 5 6. Whatever. Okay, whatever. Anyway, chapter 5 and chapter 6 is again God laying down the law for his people to follow, right? So in Numbers 5 he repeats to basically isolate yourself if you are unclean, and so that you don't defile the rest of the people. But also in chapter 5, I thought it was interesting that if a man thought his wife was cheating, or if he became jealous under the suspicion that his wife is cheating, he can take her to basically get a curse put on her. And I thought witch hunt maybe. Because like, what do you mean? A suspect, you ain't got no proof of the matter. You just taking her over there, and then they get to say, uh, they get to do whatever they want to do to your wife, essentially. Okay, so the process is you suspect your wife is cheating. You go to the priest. You bring a sacrifice, which has to be unleavened bread or some a sacrifice. I'm not sure the specific sacrifice, but you bring the sacrifice, and then they do all these things to water. And if she drinks it and she's guilty, then she's cursed with, pain, miscarriages, and pain in her uterus and stuff like that. But if she's not guilty, nothing will happen to her. So I was just like, that's kind of wild. And it didn't seem to go both ways. It only mentioned if the husband suspected the wife. It didn't say anything about if the wife suspects the husband, and it also didn't say anything about the man who she cheated on him with. Like, what happens to him? I'm just like, okay, that's not fair. And also the way they was putting together this stuff, like, I know they say, uh, witchcraft and poison, you ain't supposed to be doing all that type of stuff, but it's resembling it a lot, if I'm being honest. Um, Not saying that I know much about it, but I be watching TV shows and uh, Impractical Magic and Sabrina the Teenage Witch and all those other shows. I used to sneak and watch them, and they definitely had this type of stuff going on in it. But anyway, I keep getting off the top. The problem is when I do these late at night, I be a little sleepy, so I be going off tangent. So I probably should work on doing them a little early. Anyway, number 6 is all about the Nazarite, right? So I'm reading and reading about the Nazarite people, and this is a person who basically says that I'm going to live my life dedicated to God, and you're going to be able to tell that I'm dedicated because of how I live my life. And there's visible signs such as they grow their hair, they don't cut their hair, they don't partake of anything from the grapevine, so no wine, no grapes, no raisin, none of that. And there's some more stuff that they do that they that kind of points out like, oh, that person is Nazareth. And one of the well-known ones would be Samson. Like, his hair was the source of his strength, and it's other biblical scholars suggest that he is Nazareth. Anyway, one thing that I thought was interesting about learning about the Nazareth people is that, hey, I don't even know if I'm saying it right, but if somebody dies in front of them, or they come into contact with a person who passed away, they got to start all over. So they got to cut all their hair off, do all of the things that they need to do to present themselves as a Nazareth, and start over from day one. And I'm just like, whoa, it ain't even their fault. Like, say for instance, they sitting down somewhere and somebody just passes away just by chance, whatever, whatever. And now they got to start over. They got to start they thing over. I was like, what? That ain't even their fault. Like, I can understand, like, okay, they ain't supposed to see no dead people. So if they personally go to see, like, their parents or whatever who may have passed away, okay, they willingly chose to go do that. Okay, so they know I'm going to have to start over. But to just be in the crowd and somebody die and you got to start over, that just hits a little different. But yeah, so that's, our daily bread for tonight. Numbers 5 and 6. Go take a read, come back, and let's chat about it. Have a good night.